These organizations are more than just tournament hosts. They are the architects of modern jiu-jitsu. They write the rules that define the game from a local gym to the world stage. It's a relentless pursuit of structure, spectacle, and professionalism that seeps into every aspect of the competitor's life. In the next few minutes, we're going to pull back the curtain on the powers that be. We'll reveal the true meaning behind the acronyms, the demanding requirements of their rule sets, and the unique challenges that define each one. This is what every jiu-jitsu organization really means, and why understanding them is crucial to understanding the art we love. 1. The IBJJF. So you walk into the world of competitive jiu-jitsu. You tie that belt around your waist, a symbol of your journey, and you look to the biggest stage. That stage, for most, was built by the International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation, or IBJJF. To understand the IBJJF is to understand the very foundation of organized competition. Its story begins with Carlos Gracie Jr. in 1994. He saw the chaotic, disorganized state of early tournaments and knew that for jiu-jitsu to become a legitimate global sport, it needed a framework. It needed order. That feeling of being utterly out of your depth in a new world, that's normal. That's what the competitive scene was like before the IBJJF. Its mission was incredibly simple, yet profoundly challenging. Standardize. This wasn't just about creating one set of rules, it was about creating a unified ranking system, a calendar of prestigious events, and a professional standard. This mission gave us the Mundials, the World Championship, the Pans, and the Europeans. Winning a black belt gold at the Mundials is, for many, the absolute pinnacle. The IBJJF philosophy is hierarchy. The point system is designed to reward positional dominance, reflecting the idea that in a real fight, superior position is the path to victory. 2 points for a takedown or sweep, 3 for passing the guard, 4 for the most dominant positions, mount, and back control. This focus on control creates a methodical, strategic game. Critics argue it can lead to stalling, but the IBJJF sees it as a pure expression of jiu-jitsu's core principles. Match times are set, from 5 minutes for white belts to a grueling 10 minutes for black belts. The IBJJF's influence is where you build your foundational vocabulary for competing. Their strict enforcement of gi regulations, weight classes, and anti-doping policies helped legitimize the sport. This is where your professionalism gets checked at the door and discipline becomes your most valuable training partner. They are constantly refining the competitive balance, a process that shows their commitment to the sport's evolution. The IBJJF created the blueprint. It's the traditional path, the institution that has defined competitive gi jiu-jitsu for decades. 2. ADCC, the submission mecca. You've done it. You've navigated the traditional path. Now a new challenge emerges, held only once every 2 years, a spectacle of raw aggression that crowns the single greatest submission fighter on the planet. That feeling, that's ADCC. The Abu Dhabi Combat Club, or ADCC, was born from a different vision. In 1998, Sheikh Tahnoon bin Zayed Al Nahyan, a passionate martial artist, wanted to create a neutral ground, a place where grapplers from BJJ, wrestling, sambo, and judo could compete without the gi to find out who was truly the best. ADCC is where you truly start to accumulate a different kind of volume. The rule set is a work of genius designed for one purpose: to force action. In the first half of a match, no points are awarded. Your mission at this stage is incredibly simple: submit. With no points to win by stalling, athletes are forced to hunt for the finish relentlessly. Then the points kick in, but with a philosophy distinct from the IBJJF, takedowns are valued. But takedowns that pass the guard are valued more. Negative points are given for passivity. The entire system reinforces the core ethos: relentless, aggressive, forward pressure. Perhaps the most defining rule is the allowance of slams to escape submissions, a direct reflection of ADCC's bridge between sport and the realities of a fight. This, combined with a permissive attitude towards leg locks, has profoundly shaped the no-gi meta. Just getting an invitation to the ADCC World Championship is a monumental achievement. This scarcity elevates the ADCC title to mythical status. It is the single most prestigious title in submission grappling. If the IBJJF is learning the alphabet of competition, ADCC is writing violent poetry. It's where legends are made. 3. AJP, the professional circuit. All right, now the real fun starts. The IBJJF built the tradition, ADCC created the spectacle, but the Abu Dhabi Jiu-Jitsu Pro, or AJP, introduced a new modern ambition to professionalize the sport. Tying your hopes to a career in jiu-jitsu feels different with the AJP. It's a recognition that you can not only absorb a massive amount of information, but also make a living from it. Born from the same vision in Abu Dhabi that created ADCC, the AJP, formerly the UAE-JJF, changed the landscape in 2009 by offering significant cash prizes at the Abu Dhabi World Pro. This was a game changer. For the first time, a clear professional path was emerging. The AJP philosophy is a fascinating hybrid. It's about refining, experimenting, and specializing in a way that is also spectator-friendly. In 2020, they overhauled their rules. Actions that would score an advantage in the IBJJF now score 1 full point. Actions that would earn a penalty now award a point to the opponent. This makes the scoreboard constantly active and easy to understand. There are no more ambiguous victories. Tied matches go to a golden score over time, rewarding late-match aggression. It's about perfecting what you already know, but under a system that demands constant attack. They even use video referees to ensure fairness. The AJP has built a true professional tour with a global Grand Slam circuit culminating in the World Pro. By consistently offering the largest prize purses, the AJP has created a viable career for hundreds of athletes. It represents the business of jiu-jitsu, a grindstone shaping the sport into a new, more lucrative era. 4. NAGA, the people's proving ground. While some seek prestige, others just need a place to fight. This is the world of the North American Grappling Association, or NAGA. Founded in 1995, NAGA's mission was accessibility. It created a sprawling nationwide circuit where anyone of any age or skill level could step on the mats and test themselves. The feeling of a NAGA event is one of organized chaos, a massive gymnasium buzzing with hundreds of competitors, a place to accumulate real-world experience. NAGA's philosophy is, come one, come all. It's known as one of the largest submission grappling circuits in the world, famous for its sheer volume of events and participants. The rule set is a hybrid with both gi and no-gi divisions. While gi divisions often follow standard BJJ rules, the no-gi rules are unique to NAGA, with a point system that also allows for a wider array of submissions in its expert divisions, including heel hooks. But NAGA's most iconic contribution is its prize, the championship belt. For decades, winning a NAGA belt has been a rite of passage for American grapplers, a tangible, wearable trophy that stands apart from medals. If the IBJJF is a formal university, NAGA is the community college with an open-door policy. It's where you go to get your reps in, learn hard lessons, and walk away with a clear understanding of the fight game. 5. Eddie Bravo Invitational, the game changer. Before the entertainment era had a name, it had a revolutionary. Enter the Eddie Bravo Invitational, or EBI, which launched in 2014. Eddie Bravo looked at a landscape plagued by stalling and controversial decisions and created a format built for one thing: action. His mission was to create a tournament where the submission was the only path to victory. The rules were a paradigm shift, a 10-minute round with no points and no advantages. If no one tapped, the match went to the now famous EBI overtime. Here, competitors take turns attacking from either back control or the armbar position, with the winner decided by who gets the fastest submission or who escapes quicker. This innovation solved the sub-only draw problem and guaranteed a winner for every match. EBI's influence is undeniable. IT put leg locks and back control at the forefront of the meta and provided a blueprint that countless other promotions would follow. 6. One championship, the global stage. Now imagine that submission hunting ethos amplified on a global scale, presented like a prize fight under the brightest lights. That is one championship's foray into submission grappling. Founded in 2011 by Chatri Sitiotong, One began as an MMA promotion and has since expanded to showcase the world's elite in Muay Thai, kickboxing, and submission grappling. One's philosophy is to blend the purity of submission grappling with the spectacle of modern combat sports. Fought in a cage, the rules are simple. One 12-minute round submission only. If there's no finish, the winner is determined by who had the most legitimate submission attempts or catches, ensuring relentless action. By signing legends and creating world titles, One treats its grapplers with the same prestige as its MMA world champions, providing a massive platform and a path to global stardom. 7. UFC Fight Pass Invitational and UFC BJJ. When the largest and most powerful brand in combat sports enters the grappling arena, the entire landscape shifts. This began with the UFC Fight Pass Invitational, FPI. After hosting other promotions, the UFC decided to build its own stage, leveraging its immense production power. The FPI has been a laboratory for action, experimenting with formats from team tournaments to individual super fights. Its rules have constantly evolved, settling recently on a format that mirrors MMA, 3 5-minute rounds scored on a 10-point must system that rewards aggression and submission attempts. But that was just the first step. The UFC's newest evolution is UFC BJJ, a separate structured league designed to elevate the sport for the masses. Here, the format is purpose-built for action. It features a unique bowl mat with curved edges to prevent stalling and force continuous engagement. The rules are even more aggressive, using a 10-point must system that can result in dramatic 10-7 rounds for near finishes. The goal is clear: to create an exciting, fan-friendly product that highlights Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu's importance to mixed martial arts. 8. The Craig Jones Invitational, the Athlete's Rebellion. What happens when one of the sport's biggest stars gets fed up with athlete pay and decides to build his own kingdom? You get the Craig Jones Invitational, or CJI. Born out of frustration with the traditionally low prize money in grappling, Craig Jones launched his own event in 2024 with a rebellious and audacious goal to pay the athletes what they deserve. The CJI's mission is pure athlete-first professionalism. The inaugural event made shockwaves by offering 2 winners a staggering $1 million prize each, a sum unheard of in the sport. The competition takes place in a unique grappling pit, with slanted walls to eliminate resets and force continuous action. While the first event used an individual bracket with MMA-style rounds and scoring, CJI-2 evolved to a quintet-style team format, where teams of 5 compete for a $1 million prize. By making the event free to watch on YouTube and paying every competitor just for showing up, CJI is a direct challenge to the old guard, aiming to create a more sustainable and lucrative future for professional grapplers. 9. Who's Number 1? Leading the charge in the superfight space is Flow Grappling's Who's Number 1, WNO. Its mission is simple: pit the best no-gi grapplers against each other. The rules are built for action, 15-minute submission-only matches. If there's no submission, judges decide based on aggression and submission attacks. The curriculum shifts from win on points to hunt for the finish. 10. Polaris Pro Grappling. Across the Atlantic, Polaris Pro Grappling has been a pioneer, bringing European grappling to a global audience on UFC Fight Pass. Their 15-minute sub-only format uses a 10-point must system for judges, rewarding effective attacks. They are also famous for their innovative team-based squads format, a thrilling and strategic contest that has become a fan favorite. Each of these organizations has shaped Jiu-Jitsu. The question remains for the future of the sport: which rule set and philosophy do you believe is best? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found value in this breakdown, like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of Jiu-Jitsu.